kailan niyo po tuturuan ang mga guro?
Okay, let me lay the predicate. Last January 21, the DepEd met with COMELEC and we trained a core group of 150 DepEd officials. The training of DepEd officials will be March, the whole month of March. USEC Sunga is coordinating with Director Ibanez on the training schedule. I'd like to emphasize that this is the first time that the MOA was signed between DepEd and COMELEC. The benefits of the teachers this year will be the most they receive financially for any election. So, and the work will be less. The training, we can't, the training will definitely be done, and those contingencies will be discussed during the training. But in the contingency plans, there are steps that the BI should and must take in case an event like what happened earlier happens.
Sir, I think ang concern nila, this is an entirely new system.
Yes.
Kahit sila mismo nangangamba na baka hindi nila makayanan yung pag-ooperate ng machines or pumalpak-palpak. So, hindi ba dapat mas maaga, mas marami na ang maturuan? And I don't think their concern is the allowance or the benefits, but more of like, I'm sure yung mga guro ayaw nilang maging parte ng kung sakaling sumablay yung halalan o yung bilangan.
Point of reference to the financial compensation had nothing to do with the training or the explanation to that of that. The training was programmed to be in March, and the training module will be comprehensive enough to address some of their concerns. Some reference was made to March as being so teachers will not forget the training, what was taught. If you do it early, they'll forget. You have to do it again. I know.
Hindi agree yung mga teachers, Commissioner. Anyway.
Again, that is what some say. But the decision of the Commission on Elections was that the training would be in March. The details are being ironed out as we speak on the training schedules, but that will be done for the whole month of March.
Quick reaction.
And the DepEd has told us that they are confident with that schedule, so we take their word for it.
Quick reaction from Mr.
Gusto ko lang ipaliwanag, nung unang pinlano yung training ng mga teacher, dapat upisahan January pa. Okay? So, hindi pinlano yung March, ang pinlano January. Ito na nga sinasabi natin kanina, palit ng palit ang calendar. Palapit ng palapit sa May 10, 2010. Naubusan na ng oras. We're running out of time. Ang training ng teachers, take note, there are 76,000 clustered precinct. At least one member of the Board of Election Inspectors, who is a teacher, should be DOST certified as IT capable. Hindi simpleng training to pinag-uusapan natin dito, ha? Hindi mo makukuha yan ng isang buwan, ano?
Okay.
At saka 76,000 teachers ang ite-train. Asa ng mga trainers? Asa ng training materials? In the Senate hearing last Monday, we asked the COMELEC to disclose how they're going to do this training. Who will do the training? What are the modules? Kasali ba dyan yung mga continuity plans? Yung mga pwedeng magkamali? Ang sabi nila, simple lang eh. Simple nga kung normal ang operation. Hindi naman yun ang problema. Ang problema natin kung abnormal ang operation. Nakita na natin na pwedeng magkaroon ng problema sa field testing.
Okay, Commissioner, quick reply. Before we go to the next concern.
Okay, the concern about the training was discussed with the COMELEC and DepEd, who is obviously the body that oversees the teachers. The details include the training for contingency measures. People are skeptical. Obviously, the audience some are, especially some are skeptical. But what is important is we constantly have been coordinating with the DepEd on the training schedule and the matters to be discussed. The best way to prove skeptics wrong is to just do it and show that it will be done and it is going to be done.
I can also add that the operation of the machine, the regular operation, is fairly simple. I mean, you don't really have to know anything about programming or deep IT knowledge to operate the machine. It's pretty much plug in, turn on, press start, press close, transmit, plug in the modem in order to transmit. However, of course, there is a program for this training. So Smartmatic created a training program and work already in training all the Comelec trainers. This works as a pyramid. So Comelec trainers coordinating with DEPET will go down and train the teachers. But as far as I understand, the selection of the teachers was just recently finished. So how can you train them if you haven't selected them yet? So the negotiations with DEPET were just concluded, and now the training can actually start. There are manuals that accompany the training, and of course they have to pass an exam to be certified by the OST. So on the day of the election, the teachers who passed the certification will be the one manning the machines. They will have a manual, but also Smartmatic TIN will have standby support technicians in every polling center. So even if teachers get stuck, they can still ask these standby support technicians for guidance. I mean, I forgot how I do that. Can you remind me how I do this? Also, there is a call center that is going to be set up precisely for support. So even if they get stuck there and they cannot continue, they can call this call center and ask what the task should be. But one of the comments is right. Now, for instance, what to do when transmission is not working. All these things are in the manual. But of course, a manual will never substitute training. And this is why we work so hard in creating the modules that take part of the training. But it's only, it's a one-day training. And of course, there will be reminders, and there is the technical support on site to collaborate with the teachers.